We got a lot to get into. How you doing? I'm your host, Darren Green. I'm joined with my lovely co-host, Derek Doll.
Hey y'all.
This is the Darren Green Show. What episode? I said episode 156, right?
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said, and that's what it is. Please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, child. Leave a comment if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the spots that are on the audio podcast. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules, or you may be in the car, whatever. But thank you for being here. Okay,
Yes.
what's going on, Derek?
Nothing much. Another week has gone by.
Mhm.
We're still here, still alive. Um, First of all, I just have to say that today is the 10-year anniversary of the loss of our legend. Well, one of my legends, Whitney
Mhm.
Houston.
Oh,
It's 211. And so had a moment this morning when I woke up, and I always have this little moment of reflection before I get my day started. And I just thought about her today, and I was like, Whitney, you're on our minds. So
mhm.
sending my love and light to the heavens for Whitney today. Happy birthday to Brandy and Kelly Rowland. Um, but yeah. Oh, speaking of birthdays, so this week I surprised my boyfriend with a surprise Taco Tuesday party. I don't know if y'all saw it
Oh,
on
wow.
Instagram. Yeah. And it was hell trying to get him out the house. And then when we got where we were going, trying to get him back home was
Uh-huh.
worse. So first, like, do I have to go? I'm like, yeah, you have to go. And then we got there, he didn't want to leave. Like, shit, we got people.
Oh,
I'm going to be like, we got people at the house, child. We got to get the fuck back to Jersey, okay? But he had a good
you was
time.
in the city.
I made him, yeah, I made him go with me to New York. I had to take care of something for a project I'm on, and
Okay.
I worked with producer. So we pulled a fast one on him. His birthday is Saturday, so he didn't expect anything.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, oh,
random ass Tuesday, we like,
what's going?
mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh,
So yeah, it
that's
was really
good to
cute.
hear.
But yeah, that's it. Like now it's just gotta make it through this weekend. I have there's an event tonight we're doing with Plantivia here in Newark. They're doing a free wine and chocolate um thing. They're gonna have like infused candles and infused treats, and we're gonna have like relationship talks and sex consultations. They're gonna do one-on-ones and group.
That sounds
So
fun.
it's gonna be cute tonight. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my good old standard black uniform. But
Not
yeah,
standard
so
black uniform.
how are things doing with you? How are things going for you this
Well,
week?
I have been working. I finally got paid, child. Because I when I tell you I've been strapped for a little bit, and look, I don't look. This is what it is. But I've been working and I've been, doing my thing. I recently went up to Jersey City to do my graduation pictures. Which
Oh,
hopefully they came out good because yeah, it was really quick. But I was like, are we gonna get like a
approved package.
right? Because I need to see how these things came out. No, but they said they're free though. They said they're free.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, okay, all right. You said it was free, so if y'all try some shit, be like, oh, here's proof. I'm like, where's the okay, the unproof version. Um, yeah. So hopefully they come out really good. I mean, I had my little Ralph Lauren suit on, so I was really giving the girls labels.
okay. Give us labels.
Give us labels, honey. Okay.
High fashion.
High fashion. Okay. How dreadful. Let me say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it was. I'll say it's a pretty quick week for me. Like it's yeah. After working and then doing stuff, I was working on. I did an interview with a couple of creators. I'm in context with another creator
Mhm.
that I'm doing an exclusive interview on, and that'll be from the topic that we're going to get into a little bit later in the show.
Mm.
So I'm working. I'm communicating with these creators, child. I'm really, I feel like I'm elevating to a point
Good.
where I'm on my Barbara Walters, I'm on my Oprah Winfrey with these interviews. Okay,
Good.
and yeah, I like the work that I'm doing.
Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Hmm.
And hearing about it makes me tired.
Not hearing about it makes you tired.
Child. During this season, you know how I am with people. Like maybe when it's like warmer outside. Like today was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I deal with folks when the sun is out. I can't during this season. I just want to be by myself.
I'll be thriving this season because I love
That's the
cold.
Libra in you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a fall baby, so it's
Yeah. Just thinking about it. I'm in my brain, just like Lord, I got to deal with folks. I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. I'm overloaded. No, I'm actually excited. Next week I'm supposed to be. I can't say. Well, my grandmother listens to the show. I'm supposed to be going to Louisiana. Or flying down on Monday. For my grandmother's 85th birthday on the 15th, and my boyfriend's gonna meet my dad for the first time.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, we're flying into Dallas, and we're gonna take my dad to dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, this is pretty big. I mean, okay.
Has my dad ever met my boyfriends before? No. I think, well, he met one of them when my grandmother died because the dude decided they were going to come. I didn't even ask him to come. He came down for the funeral when my granny died. And so my dad saw it, but he was like, it wasn't a thing. But this is a thing. So
okay.
Everybody better be on their best behavior.
You said everybody be okay. It's always hectic. It can get hectic, but I'm sending positive vibes.
Yes, thank you for the vibes.
Yes, you already know.
Period. Oh, for those of you who are watching on Bigo Live right now, we need you to send us some beans, honey. Send us some gifts. Go down to your gift box. Okay. Show us that you're enjoying the show. Drop something in the comments. Yippies, naives me. All right. And share the live. But yeah. So in the world of all things celebrity news and gossip, what's the tea for this week, Darren? I know you're gonna you've here to fill me in.
I had to fill you in, child. Let me tell you something. Now, I was trying to be very particular with words I want to use for the first topic that we're going to be talking about. So, for those who don't know, Nicki Minaj agreed to do a Zoom meetup with TikTok creators, particularly Black TikTok creators, for Black History Month. And that's how it was marketed. And when I clipped the topic, because it's going to be a separate video, I'm good. Like the thumbnail literally said is the actual flyer that they said. It was a market to Black creators for Black History Month. It was supposed to be this meet and greet. And at the end of the day, TikTok was TikToking.
Lord
okay. And my thing is, I'm not speaking in a point that like, oh, I'm salty because I didn't get invited, because we're gonna have that interview with Nicki Minaj, honey. I'm manifesting that. Period. But the people that were there that actually got invited, and what we're now hearing from like a couple Black creators that were there, that they predominantly only invited non-Black or white creators. And even the Black creators that were there, they really didn't ask any questions. Like, I know one of my mutuals was able to ask a question to Nicki, which I was like, oh my God, I think like that was great, and I congratulate him for it. But there was a lot of Black creators that weren't even able to get into the actual Zoom. Lord. That's how bad it was. Imagine first of all, and it's a good thing that I didn't get that invite, because let my ass been like, okay, we're gonna have a Zoom meeting, you're gonna meet Nicki Minaj, that and the third. I'm over here signed on, and I'm still in the waiting room. They had to send another link.
Just staring at the screen like,
okay, so
wait for the comment. Oh my God, they're like, oh my God.
Unfortunately, your Zoom meeting has ended.
Right. I'm gonna put my damn Nicki Minaj flag behind me. No, I still got it. Oh, it's Black History. That's what I got for Black History Month. No, I got that in June for Black Music History Month. I got a Nicki Minaj flag. I should hang it up in the house for Black History Month.
I know that's right. Now, and one of the because people have been talking about this now. A lot of people said, "Oh, it stays at the Zoom was supposed to stay at the Zoom," but a lot of TikTok creators, a lot of TikTok creators were talking about it, and they were outing other creators that was actually on there. I'm like, y'all didn't sign no NDA. Did y'all sign an NDA?
Right. Was there a contract?
And what had happened was
niggas screen recording.
Let me tell you what the people that were asking. so the white creators that they, were able to ask questions, they were asking questions that had nothing to do with Black History Month, really nothing to do with Nicki. Some were asking her to shout them out. I mean, the disrespect.
Shout her
Like,
out on TikTok.
not only were these white creators, but they people were saying they weren't even fucking barbs. It was people like, trying to get clout or trying to get, fix their own agendas and stuff like that. People were talking about other things. And even Nicki herself had talked about it on live and was saying, yeah, I thought that the Zoom call was weird because, where the black folk at? There's a person that I'm going to interview. Hopefully it works out. Because I'm emailing her and she literally said Nicki called her name like multiple times and they still had her unmuted. So my thing is this, like TikTok has a lot of explaining to do, and a lot of them, like their response to all this, because a lot of the creators that complain, they sent out emails saying, well, we're sorry that things were misconstrued. This was an event to promote Nicki's song and for her fans and this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, that's not what you said originally. You said this was for Black History Month, okay? Why are these white creators here? And then that same day, they mass shadow ban a lot of creators. My post, the one I made about Adele, was shadow, like it was at 0 for like the whole fucking day. So I'm like, oh, so now y'all punishing people because we calling y'all out on y'all shit? I mean, it's just it really pisses me off, and it's like you know how me is. I get paid on TikTok now, so I'm like, bitch, now you're fucking with my money. It was a lot that was going on this week on TikTok. People still talking about it. And there was some other creators some white creators that were there and saying that, oh, I was there. I had no idea it had anything to do with Black History Month. And anyway, by the way, I'm a person of color too. I'm like, girl, my dad's this, my mom's that. I'm like, but are you?
Oop.
Okay, are you black? No.
Is you or is you ain't? Okay.
I don't know. That really took me off. That it really did. And it's like, it's making me. It's really driving me to like really push, my YouTube account. And I suggest everybody, people that want to support, please hit that subscribe button on the Darren Green Show, because once we get to the point where we need to get to, TikTok is a dumb button with TikTok, because y'all play too damn much. That app is racist. I mean, and you're hearing it from me. I look. I don't know what's your thoughts. After all hearing all this tea, child.
I don't work at TikTok, so I have nothing to say. I post my little stuff and I go about my business. Most of my shit from TikTok comes from Instagram Reels right now. So I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that's happened over there at your establishment, sir.
Like,
you should file a complaint to HR. You can't work under these type of conditions. No, but I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that in the world of social media creation, it's so blatant. How Black people, especially during Black History Month, how we literally create culture, and then we have to sit back and wait until people start putting raisins in the potato salad for people to appreciate how good potato salad is. Right? We wait until somebody comes with a goddamn pumpkin pie before we're like, actually, I prefer sweet potato. So it's like, that's what it gives. It gives very much that, like, but I feel like that's just like, I don't want to say we should be used to it by now, but we should be used to it. Continue to raise our voices, continue to create. I have actually been researching over the past week, like other platforms to get into. Like at one point I was thinking at the Hive, but now there's this new space called BlackTube for Black YouTube creators. People are pulling their content off of YouTube and going to BlackTube. I think I'm going to start working with that platform. I think I'm going to start working with that platform this summer. And then like there's another app that's supposed to come out that's kind of like Bigo/TikTok, where you'll be able to go live. They have interactive chats like we're doing.
Okay.
But also be able to post content, post and edit like viral content. But yeah, until then, we just have to We just gotta do what these people say.
We gotta play the game.
Play the game. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I know if I was as a Barb, I would have been very disappointed.
If I was
invited, you would have had 8 TikToks about me talking about this shit by now. Okay, 8 full kids. Just keep part 1, part 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8.
And that's what's happening. People are really like talking about this, and I think the reason why the shadow ban the next day after happened, it was because this topic was on the DL. Not a lot of people was talking about it. Not a lot of people was hearing about it. I seen a couple posts. I think Shade Room talked about it a little bit. I've seen a couple of articles online about this. TikTok really tried to keep this shit on the low, but you cannot continuously do this to Black creators. Like and we see this everywhere else. Like, let's be clear, we see that on Instagram, we see it on YouTube, all the other spots, right? They are very the rules are different when it comes to Black creators, but on TikTok, it's almost like it's personal. And my thing is, let's be very clear, who put y'all on?
Is this the thanks that we get for putting you bitches on? Is it my fault that all of your flavor gone?
Because half of these white tea creators, half of these little white tea, these little snow bunny, this, that, and the third, they are copying other people's content, other people's sounds. Like, do y'all not understand that we were the blueprint? We're the blueprint of your whole entire app. Nobody was on there but weird ass cosplay freaking people doing freaking.
Not you just made them call them. Not you call these people weird ass.
That's the only people that was on TikTok. Like, there was people, dressing up in goth and freaking furries and shit doing songs. Like, ain't nobody was on TikTok. But when Black folk got on this, when Black folk got on that shit, Black people bored. We know
giving away free dance lessons.
Okay, you said giving away free
dance.
Hold
on, I'm gonna charge her.
But no, like it's a mess. I really feel there needs to be some type of change when it comes to TikTok. We need to have more people working for them, or maybe we need to, like Derek said, hop on another app, make another app popular. We are a big demographic, so we can make another social media platform profit. And I've talked to my mutuals that have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they just like, oh, well, I'm comfortable here. No, like you need to be. Child, they're gonna learn if this app ends up like Vine. Well, a lot of y'all careers are screwed.
I don't think TikTok is gonna do that. This is an Asian-based company, so they'll be here for a while, and they're gonna learn how to adjust to make money. Because so when you have an app that ends up forcing other apps to change how they do their platform, then that's when you're winning. And TikTok came after it was Musical.ly. TikTok came and basically it got rid of Triller because people really don't use Triller anymore, except if you're a music artist and like
Versus. That's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah, like they had to do something else. Nobody uses Triller anymore. And then it forced Instagram to do Reels. Facebook has Reels. Just like when Snapchat came, and then all of a sudden everything had filters now. Facebook got filters, Instagram, so when you're the leading in the social media space, it's very important to, honor the people that make your platform popping. It's crazy that like even apps like Snapchat, as popular as it was for Black people to connect and like to show like our traveling and stuff like that, the only thing you heard about Snapchat was that, oh my God, it's the Kardashian app. This is where Kylie is, and so that's where people are. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, what up? So it's just that's how we are, the hidden figures.
Yeah,
they don't ever give us our credit, so we just got to take it. And I think that if there was an app that a Black person created for us to do it, you know how hard it is to try to get Black people to support other Black creatives and Black businesses. It's hard.
It is, but yeah,
it's very hard. Unless there's some white money behind it.
That part, child. But we'll see what happens, child. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's that was foul. That was real foul. That it left a bad taste in my mouth because it's like I get on this damn app. I do my thing. I never intended to come on TikTok. Like I'm telling you, I attribute all me being on TikTok because you told me to get on that. I'm like, I don't know what this little kids be on this. I'm like, I ain't grown for this. But lo and behold, like it really saved my YouTube account. I will say because with
I sent you to the I try to teach the kids how to go get a bag.
Honey, okay, look. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, like it's going to drive people. People are going to get pissed off to the point where, because remember what happened? Remember what happened with Snapchat though? Like they did a couple of shit. Like first of all, they had that stupid ass update, and then they did that shit that would slap Brianna or punch Chris Brown or something like that, and everybody left the app. Like first of all, I was just using that app for a mirror. Like I wasn't even posting it on it. Now I finally deleted it like months ago. Like you don't want to piss off a demographic too, because I feel like if black people left the app, because they were on my live, because I was on live earlier before we came on the show. They were talking about, there was somebody in my comments talking, oh my goodness, are you going to be a part of, because they see that I'm a bigger, not bigger, but I'm a big creative. Are you going to join the strike or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I mean, but we all got to do it, right? And she was like, well, I try to ask other creators, but they're not trying to, do nothing. I'm just like, come on now. We got to like, child, y'all
niggas can't even pull the strike off on the internet. Like you ain't even got to like march. Like it's literally just.
And I said it on the live. I'm like, girl, that creator fund ain't all that, honey. You making at least about $30. That's only if you get 1 million views. So y'all not making that much money. I'm sorry to air out TikTok's transactions, but honey, they not giving. Because so you can go a couple of days, but like you said, people are not coming together and trying to make a change.
I have given up on that part of life at the moment. Focusing on building myself, and people that want to work with me will work with me. I ain't begging nobody to do nothing. I ain't joining nobody's no movements, nothing. Don't ask me, because the answer is no.
Join the Freedom Range
movement. Right, the answer is no. Go donate to the Mirror Project. That's gonna be my answer from now on.
You see what they did with the BLM people? Child, they over here buying houses and cars.
Good for them.
Donations. I'm like, ooh.
It's an organization, and they've been working for 5 years. Some of them are staff, which means they get a salary, just like any other nonprofit organization. Y'all think y'all niggas out here supposed to be giving y'all freedom for free? I'm supposed to be putting my life on the line and going to jail every goddamn 3 months for you, and I can't. And you saying I don't deserve to have a
mansion?
Home? Okay. Wow, that's right. That's real weird. That's real sketchy.
Where the funds going? Where the funds is going, honey? I understand you got to get paid, but
But they're a nonprofit organization, which means all of their financials are public records. Their tax records are public. Like you can go see where the money goes.
Well, yeah, people are seeing where the money goes, and somewhere in places it's like, okay.
But those people also have jobs. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it really pay to think about your people? And this is a real. I know this ain't one of the hot topics, but this is Black History Month, and I just have to say this. Even though I am a pro-Black, I'm an activist as well.
Okay.
But I have found it increasingly harder and not easier to, what's the word? Find points where other Black people can coalesce around an idea, which also makes it harder to organize, right? When you're a community organizer. And I'm all about free thought and all that stuff. But it's getting really hard for us to focus in on one idea that we share, commit to it, and follow a vision all the way through. And then when we do see Black people who are able to do that, for whatever reason, if we're not able to do it, but when we see other people doing it, no matter how well they do it, what good come out of it, we're always going to try to find a way to make it negative, because in our brain it's like, this doesn't work. Black people can't work together, and if Black people working together, it's not for the good of Black people. Like we've been trained to believe that we can't trust ourselves to do the right thing together, and it's sad. There's always, it could be any project. It could be a rally for Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a damn fundraiser for a school.
Okay.
It could be running for school board. There are always going to be those among us who will take the opportunity to turn it into something negative that will put a stain on it. So like when the Black Lives Matter thing started happening, I was like, okay, well, this is actually making now this is an international thing now, right? After George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, it's an international movement. The people that were going to take it down, I wasn't expecting any All Lives Matter or any other counter groups. I was waiting to see if the Black people were going to turn their back on Black Lives Matter. I was waiting to see. And then some started being very public and vocal about it. And we've seen that before in other things. Like it's like a pattern. It's like our Black celebrities. We'll build their asses up, but baby, when it's time to tear them down, we will. Woo, shit.
Yeah, but when they do problematic shit, that's when people started being like, okay, so hold on, we put you on, and now you're doing this shit. We should have always known, but at the end of the day, we're trying to support each other. But it's like, damn, it's like you doing this now. I know how
it's problematic,
and I understand how you say like people don't support Black. A lot of people don't. It's hard for Black people to support Black-owned businesses, but sometimes I'm gonna be real honest. Sometimes them businesses.
Yeah,
I mean, Walmart would not do this to me, and they still don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get this service from this place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to advocate for us to, not support Black, because I'm always supporting Black-owned business.
Yeah, but y'all will take your ass to the Chinese store that looks like a rat trap. They got the same sign for the past 30 years, greasy ass floors, and order a number 8. And be happy to get them little fried chicken wings and take your ass right on that side. Can't even sit down in there.
Disrespectful as fuck to you too. You still gonna get
right because you like the food. But let that be a Black exception. Oh, why the walls look like that? Oh, I need my because we hold each other to a higher standard.
Okay.
An unrealistic. Sometimes I feel like it's unrealistic higher standard. So
I believe that. I believe that. I think
we live in a world where mediocrity is praised all the time. And for us to be above it, we have to damn near produce shit like we're in Wakanda. Like Beyonce is a product of Wakanda at this point. That's why she's the standard. Okay. So anyway.
Yeah, let's get
off.
Sorry
to TikTok. Sorry to that, man. It's time to get our VVS's busting.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Nicki, because we were talking about her, busting dropped.
Yes.
Ski mask
way.
not ski mask.
That's what she said. I feel like that was a troll song.
I thought it was gonna be a whole nother video, but I'm like, all right, fine. We just got the audio. That's cool. But I really like the song. We talked about it backstage. It reminds me of Fifi. Like, and that's why I really liked it. But her verses in it with them. When Nicki does a catchy ass verse. It had me, and I haven't done this in a year because I'm grown. I got other things to work on and do and worry about. It got me on the damn lyrics trying to learn it like I'm a child again, like trying to learn one of her old verses. I'm like, let me see because I'm gonna get this TikTok video correct because I want to be like lyric lip synced for your life. Now, yeah, I mean it's I like it. I like this direction that Nicki is going in. And it's not to say that do we have a problem? Wasn't I liked it too, but bussin' really was my thing. Like I got into that.
Bussin' woke the girls up.
Yeah. And I hope the Barbs, let's go ahead. Let's keep on streaming. I played this song like 20 times today. So we're gonna try to get this on the billboards.
Not the people that named Nicki's album NM5. I'm looking at Genius on the lyrics. It's like Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby on NM5. Not the Barbs name the album, child.
Right. And my thing is Lil Baby fans.
Too much power.
Lil Baby fans, what y'all doing? Like y'all need to be out here promoting.
So apparently, do we have a problem? We'll be debuting at #1 on the Hot 100 on Billboard, which is going to be a good little shakeup. Oh yes. The rules were changed after trolls and after say so whatever. But this will be a number one that you can't. You ain't gonna, if you put, she ain't even sent it to radio yet. Okay, this is We Have a Problem is now the longest running number one on U.S. iTunes.
I don't know if you get my reference when I did that, but
I know. I ain't playing with you, but yes, and it's going to be interesting to see because I feel like if Nicki Minaj and if the Barbs, I feel like this is like the Super Bowl for us, right? If the Barbs are able to keep the sales going, I think we always do this same thing where we like do this big ass rush at the beginning, but we don't help stabilize the chart presence. So it's like, okay, do a big rush, but we have to like plan how to stabilize this on the chart so that it doesn't do a free fall. But the goal is to have Nicki Minaj be the first female rapper to replace herself at the number one spot on Billboard, because Bussin' has a larger appeal as it seems, but we just don't want to make sure that we're not throwing Do We Have a Problem off track first, because then she will be the first female artist since Ariana Grande to occupy both the number one and number two spot on Billboard Hot 100 charts. And she has promised that if Bussin', if Do We Have a Problem and Bussin' go number one, she is going to release. She's going to release Queens featuring her and featuring Nicki Minaj, featuring Ariana Grande. That's what the Twitter tweets were saying. So hopefully this is going to be a really good, interesting, week. We had a wonderful Pink Friday today, and we're looking forward to 2 more before the month is over.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get no more songs until the album. Now she did say that the album is coming out before summer. We're manifesting a release. We're manifesting a release.
Come together, come together, come together, come together.
Okay. not we doing chants and stuff. No, but
album, girl.
And not to bring up that situation again, but them bitches they played unreleased. Nicki played unreleased music on that damn Zoom link, and I'm just like, if I was there. So she got music. So I do believe that it, let me knock on wood. This will come when she said exactly what she's going to do. She's going to drop it before something.
She said the girls had to, the girls had to move around when the queen is queening, and baby, where they at? The girls are in a conference room somewhere sitting patiently waiting on, is it dropping? I don't know. Is it dropping? You scared?
I want to put mine out. She's coming out with another album this year. I was like, whoa.
That she should. I really just want, on this album, what I'm praying for is for Nicki to have a large female collaboration song. Just give us one where it's you and maybe 2 or 3 of the girls that actually do, respect her, have always praised her. They were, she is their role model. Like, I would be here for a song with Nicki Minaj, Asian Doll, Doja, and Tarawak, or
yes,
or even Saweetie at this point. Like, Saweetie has been working. She has been literally working on her craft. She went to boot camp to learn how to do some little 1-2 steps. You know what I mean? And you can literally see her legacy making impact on the industry. Nicki Minaj has set herself up to be the indisputable queen of rap. It doesn't matter about awards. She's still the most awarded female rapper of all time. And that's without Grammys. And then the fact that the former Grammy president said that Nicki Minaj should have at least already by now 2 Grammy Awards. Like, so the proof is in the pudding. I'm glad that she's back. I think that she was smart about working with Lil Baby. Coming back out, it's putting her in a different market.
Different, people love Lil Baby, and that was a real smart move.
Right. So I think it's a good look for both of them. And I think that this may be that the future, the Nicki Hendrix tour ain't work, the Nicki Juice ain't work. So maybe we'll get us a Baby and Barbie tour out of this. They're gonna have 2 songs together. If these both go number one, like, it's only gonna make sense that this summer I need to see some pink latex and some pink wigs flying around. Okay.
Period. We are manifesting that all, honey. I cannot wait for a
come together, come together, come together, come together, come together, come together.
Not hold on now for you get this thing. Hold on, wait.
That's peace. I'm just bringing in peace, bringing in the peace. That's all.
Now, not the death. Oh, let me stop. Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'm just excited to get some new music. It's been 4 years since we had Queen.
Queen.
You know, I'm hungry. I need some
for a
more.
new administration. I think this is the Queen Sleaze era, the Queen Sleazy era, right?
I don't know about Queen Sleep. I'm gonna have to get used to it, but I don't know. I don't know about this alter ego.
Bitch, you out here busting.
I'm like, okay, but we, you know, give me some nostalgic Nicki too.
No, girl, go listen to her old shit. Listen to her old mixtape. Ain't that what Jay-Z tell you? All right, we all bloods now. Pay attention. We all got jumped into the gang. We are all bloods.
Not I said the captain. Hold on, wait. Now hold on.
We all gangbangers. Pistol toting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's who we are now, and that's where it's gonna be.
Child.
Until she decides to go back and put us on spaceships.
Yes. Well, I mean, Doja's doing that for us.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. It's being done.
Get into it. Them stupid. She be like this is what Lil' Kim's dance move should have looked like. Anyway, now
speaking of Kim's, so
oh Lord, child, let's get into it, child.
Yes, Kim Kardashian is on the new cover of Vogue after her feature last month. They featured Skims, which has made her a multi-billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
But they chose her for the February cover instead of the late great Andre Leon Talley, who recently passed, and he's also a former fashion editor for Vogue. And the people were not happy about that.
Like, I mean, and then looking at the pictures, had her looking like every other black entertainer in freaking pop culture. Like there was, I cannot. I really cannot. Like the disrespect, because he worked for Vogue. He was their chief of staff, I believe, right?
He was the fashion editor.
Fashion editor. There we go. For a long time, he was friends with Anna Wintour, and Anna Wintour, I heard she's very anal when it comes to people that work for her. So, what happened? What happened?
I don't know. Kim Kardashian said she's choosing herself, and Vogue was like, "Oh yes, us too."
And then there was some stupid ass blogs. I'm like, honey, she's like, oh yeah, look at that, giving us strong black woman. I'm like, who
said that?
It was some .org .com type blog spots. Okay, I was like, child, not Kim Kardashian. She disguised herself so well.
Wait, so we don't have to call her Kim Kardashian West anymore, right?
I guess not. I mean, I don't know if it's.
I don't even see, like, when they mention her, I don't see them even listing her as Kim Kardashian West anymore. Well, like, damn, her divorce ain't final.
She chose herself, So that means
choose me.
Whatever the court say, child. My name is just Kardashian in spirit.
Now she's gonna have Kanye in the courtroom like Ike and Tina. Like, I get to keep my name. No, the name got my dad's blood on it. The name stays home. Okay. He'll be like, I've worked hard for this, He can take the money. I keep my name. I worked too hard for it.
Sure.
So yeah, so the people were reacting to that. How did you feel about it? I think it was a misstep.
I think it was. I think that it was a missed opportunity. And this is, I mean, we don't know if there's something that's going to be in the works for Vogue with Andre. They might do something. They might have another
like a special one, just a whole magazine just from him and his work, and that'd be nice.
But they'll act like, oh, we always had it in the works. But no, I mean, after
like y'all always knew he was gonna die.
No, they had it. I'm just saying that's good cleanup for them. They'll be like, oh well, actually, we were gonna plan on doing something, but we just wanted to start with Kim first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this is the fire that's under the ass, so they can do something, some type of tribute for him. It looked weird. I mean, I'm looking at the stuff now. I'm on the I stuttered. But I was like, what is this? Is this some kind of like, it looked like it just looks weird. It's just, but it's Kim Kardashian, so whatever. I mean, it's
I probably wouldn't even
you
bring
always
up
want to squeeze a Kim topic up in here. You know, I don't talk about these witches, child.
That's pop culture, and we had to talk about that because I mean, it wasn't just about Kim; it was more so about Andre Leon Talley and about the fact that this man gave his, spent most of his life leading the culture, and in his death, his place of business, the place where he that he elevated the Vogue brand, just more so than he did elevating Tyra's, fashion show. I mean, the America's Next Top Model. And even in his death, sometimes Black people still will not get their flowers from these, caucus Homo sapiens. So that's why that was a topic today.
Yeah.
Just see what that's like. This is Black History Month. Black History Month has been ghetto. Okay, so I want to make sure we talk about all the ghetto things up to now. Okay. But we can talk about this white lady next. What's going on over there in Britain?
Oh, they trying to call Adele a TERF now.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Well, if you don't know what a TERF means, it is a feminist who excludes the rights of transgender women from their advocacy of women's rights. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What that mean?
They're anti trans.
Oh, trans exclusionary radical feminists.
Yeah, like they're different from, they're not, women's rights is women's rights and trans rights is trans rights. It's two different things.
Okay.
Do with that what you will. But anyway, Adele is being accused of transphobia for declaring at a gender neutral award show that she loves being a woman. Now, that award show is the Brit Awards, and they have gotten rid of the male and female of their category list. So it's no longer best male act or best male artist or best female artist. It's best artist, it's best song, best feature, best collab, whatever. So she won I think it was for Artist of the Year.
Good.
And she made this statement. She said, I understand why the name change for this award, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. Now,
because she's a female that won Artist of the Year in a category that's usually mostly men. So she's like, I'm proud. That was a win for women, right?
I love how you spinning it like that though. But like, I think clearly she's kind of frustrated with the change of, not separating them anymore, because I can understand how, they'll probably award a bunch of male, like when you put two genders in the same category, like sometimes because of misogyny,
men will dominate.
So I can understand how she could be frustrated about that. But I like how you spend it and said, oh, well, she's just, in this.
But it's good that the fact that you put them back together and a woman still won.
Is that going to be the case all the time? Now, despite support from the audience, because the audience really was like clapping and stuff like that, the comments quickly sparked outrage online. There's a lot of people that was making tweets calling her a TERF. There was a lot of people saying, she needed to check her transphobia at the door.
How does that have anything to do with you?
Let me not say. Yeah, I don't know how that had to do with transphobia, because this really was a non-binary thing. This is the reason why they did this, because Sam Smith advocated for them to get rid of male and female, because it just to include like the non-binary artists. I don't know where the trans community came from, but there was people that were talking about it. Now, I don't want to, because I know a lot of people stitching my videos and were saying, well, the general consensus of the trans community was not talking about this. We're talking about the selected few that are being sensitive about
that made the
noise. I understand that it's not all the trans community saying that, that we're tired with, like, we're mad at or we're upset with Adele, because a lot of them don't give a fuck. They got other stuff going on, especially Black trans people. They got other stuff going on. It had nothing to do with trans people, though. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I get it.
So I don't know where it came from. I mean, Sure, maybe the media was sensationalizing it, and the same thing like they did with when they said gay people were mad about Jason killing a gay couple, and like
Mhm.
be trying to figure out which who was mad about it because like y'all have no tweets. But there were in some of the articles I was looking at, there were actual tweets. I wish I can share the screen, but this I don't know, StreamYard be acting up. But yeah, I mean it's I don't know, Derek, what's going on?
I don't know. I really just been reading. I read the article at Express,
Mm-hmm.
which is a UK kind of like celebrity news site, and I was reading some of the comments from like some of the artists over there, and Birdie Rose, who has already spoken out against trans women competing against cisgender women in sports, she wrote, "The best thing about the Adele situation is that it shows that all any woman has to do to be called a TERF is acknowledge her own sex." And furthermore, she wrote, "It exposes how low the bar is and how high the cost is for a woman who speaks the truth without first considering if deranged men are okay with it."
Okay.
Whew. I was just like, "Oh shit."
Do with that what you will.
Right. Now this is I ain't say that, but that's what Bertie Rose said. But to an extent, I do believe that there is um this hypersensitivity now, because we're so used to people being anti-trans or making homophobic remarks or taking digs at the community,
Mm-hmm.
that people being proud of who they are, who they were born to be in general, is taken as a slight or a dig against any other person who has, has come to a different path in their life. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that it's fair if you know if I
Mm-hmm.
if I'm in a category with other women and I say that I'm really like if I'm in a category with white men, right? That's usually dominated by white men. If I get the award and I say, I am so proud to be black, I just have to say that, like, I'm just so proud for this moment to be black.
Now it's
Then
offensive.
now it's offensive because, the white people's like, well, what did that have to do with anything? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm in a category and that's usually dominated by straight men, I say, you know what? I won this award. Like, I'm so glad to be gay. Oh, it's the gay agenda. People are going to be upset about that. Right. So I just think that people have their own sensitivities. I think
Yeah,
that Adele is entitled to be proud to be a woman. She's
absolutely.
entitled. To be a woman who was able to find her own way, find her own voice, to create the impact that she has created, and then to be in an overall category, which most people for years would know that it'd be dominated by men. For her to be able to walk away with that award and say, "I'm really proud of being a woman." If you are a trans woman or a woman of trans experience, that's a win for you too. I mean, look at MJ, who is a trans woman who just walked away with a lead actress award at the Golden Globes. You didn't see straight people, losing their shit about it, because it's a moment, it's a win for their art that they've produced. However they choose to identify, that's on them, right? But it's an honor to be a person that's able to, create more space for others who have either been underrepresented or underserved. And that's the only thing that I took from Adele's speech, is that she was proud that she was a woman standing in this space after the awards had been degendered, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she won, and I think it should have been something that was positive. And I think that, all it takes is one hit dog to cause a ruckus
Mm-hmm.
on the whole street. So anyway, congrats to Adele, and
And
yeah,
Adele is not a turf. Do not ever in your life. I don't know her. Well, we go way back. Me and
right,
Adele goes way back.
right.
We go way
That's
back.
my good. That's
She's
my
not
good girlfriend. Okay.
my good girlfriend. No, but Adele, she is what I've seen, far as, what I've seen her in interviews and other events and stuff like that. She's a really nice lady. She does not give me turf vibes. Like this is not who she is. It's just not. It's that whole. I don't even know where that even came from. I mean, I guess because I guess J.K. Rowling got y'all thinking
Mhm.
everybody that's English is a turf child. Look, at the end of the day, being a TERF is a real thing, and people are really like that, and that's kind of problematic. That's not the case here. And those selected people, and I'm not generalizing, those selected people that are offended, y'all need to really get y'all, worry about
What about
the
yourself? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it like that, but
I said it.
Because honey, it's child. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.
Right.
Let me know what y'all talk about. We're definitely gonna have this clipped on one of our standalones. Now Kanye West. Kanye. Why are you coming for Billie Eilish? Now, okay, so for context purposes, Billie Eilish stopped her performance in mid-show to give a fan an inhaler, and she says, "I wait for people to be okay before I keep going." Now, a lot of these blog sites were saying she was shading Travis Scott, which caused Kanye West to call Billie Eilish out, saying you need to apologize and and no, he wasn't in control of what was going on, and also to promote the fact that that Travis Scott will be performing with him in Coachella, despite Travis being kicked out of the lineup.
Oh, okay. So let me. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Get your thoughts before I go in on this man. Go ahead. I want you to go first.
Well, all right.
Because
do I think that this was first of all, my thing is, anybody thought Tiana Taylor was one of the first people to say, "Oh, I'm not getting sued. I'm not." Look,
period. And that's one of your artists. I was gonna say that. I was like, first of all, okay.
So no, not everything had to be about Travis Scott. And this is like you was just trying to promote the fact that he'd be on your lineup on Coachella. Like that's
just
really,
say that.
Just say that.
Right. Just say that. If you were going to
talking too
don't
much.
Don't try to Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish. That was like, Lord, here we go again. I was like, Lord, somebody please just take Kanye's phone, child. Like, he needs to learn how to golf or something, because this man, he is stressed and stressing other people out. Next, I don't want to talk about Kanye anymore. Kanye is delusional and needs help. Okay, focus on your divorce. We don't care about you performing at Coachella. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fabulous, and it's going to be a great concert. You bring Travis out, I'm sure people are going to go, "Oh my God, Travis!" Coachella ain't going to pay him. You got to pay him, so that's fine. You can bring whoever you want to.
That's your money.
That's your money.
Okay.
And that's it. But yeah, don't be like Billie Eilish is probably somewhere in there. What do I have to do with it?
She did respond. She was like, She did respond. She was like, I had nothing to do with it. That had nothing to do with Travis. I'm like, Billie, you ain't got to explain yourself. Kanye is hurting right now. There's a lot of things that's going on with him, and
he's gonna be the picture of a black man's ego. Stop.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, in more interesting news, this has been the Black History Month of Dingaling, okay? Because every 3 days there is a new black penis popping up on Twitter, okay? And we love to see it. All right, so y'all just keep them coming. Just don't expose mine because you're going to jail, okay? Anybody out there that does have nudes of me and or video, if you leak them, I am going to send you to jail. I already found one on Twitter.
You already found what?
I did. I wasn't gonna say nobody. I found one. It was like, that looks like. Wait a minute.
Somebody posted you.
I went right in the inbox. Like, now, first of all, who authorized? You ain't got to tag me. But I'm just saying, who authorized you to do this? I understand you in it, but you could have at least gave me a heads up. Like, hey, I'm thinking about putting this online.
Not you did content. You did content.
It wasn't content. It wasn't content. It was just they wanted to see what it was like from the back. So I showed them what they looked like.
Okay.
And then they, and everybody else looked like what they look like, doing the reverse cocker. I was like, okay, you better do your thing. I literally saw it and I was like, is that my leg? I have a very distinct mark in my inner thigh. So I'm just like,
oh Lord, child.
This is me.
He's like, bitch, is that me? It's not in this state of revenge porn. Like, what's going on?
Child, I was in there investigating the room. I'm like, no, what was this room? And like, oh Lord, oh Lord, put me out here. Help us, Jesus.
We'll see with Nelly, because this all
People were
started with him.
disappointed by Nelly's penis, though.
And I felt
Nelly,
like people were being so we have to have this conversation. We have to have a couple conversations.
that would have been enough. That's enough to fill
One,
you up.
5 to 6 inches is not small. It is average. I don't know
That's
what.
half a ruler.
Just because y'all used to having 10 inches in your stomach.
Whew. 10 inches.
Like y'all, I mean,
That's that mandingo. That's white supremacy at its best.
You gotta understand, because like, see, 5 to 6 inches on a white person, that's considered average, but on a black person that's small, yeah, it's a little bit of racial undertones there. And also, I feel like there's this unrealistic, like I think you said it too in the beginning. There's this unrealistic expectation that every black man has a mandingo, like he's hung and this, that, and so. Like at the end of the day, girl. Well, I don't know, because I'm about him, and let me.
Right.
We talk. Can we really talk? Or can we really talk?
Can we talk? Let's talk about it.
Because honey, the smaller is less it hurts, so it don't mind. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Help us.
Not help us.
Wow. All right. Well, the data suggests that an average white male has a member measuring 6.2 inches long and 3.7 inches around. Okay. Damn, that's still something. That's like,
you pulled up the facts.
It's like 6 inches is half a ruler, y'all. I want y'all to understand what we're talking about. We're talking about half a foot up your ass.
So that's small.
Right? Or half a foot up your mouth. Okay. But they also say versus the average black male whose member is approximately 6.3 inches. They saying that ours is only just by a smidgen of an inch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are we really bigger? I think that penis size is determined, one, based off of genetics, and two, how you exercise that muscle. Right? It's a muscle. That's what people don't realize. Your penis is a muscle. It just happens to work in reverse. When you flex a muscle like this, that's because it's tense, right? And it gets hard, blah, blah, blah. The way that the penis is designed is that when it's tense, the muscle is constricted, which means it's a lack of blood flow. So when you're the most relaxed is when you're able to be erect. Right now, while your penis is erect, there are devices that you can use to flex your muscles and to stretch the muscles so that they are able to carry more blood, the capillaries down there. And so for those persons who, participate in working that muscle through masturbation or using devices or penis pumps or whatever, they're able to stretch that muscle more.
This turned into a whole health.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you want to be like, if a 6 inch dick ain't good enough for you, go find somebody with 10 already. And if not, give your man something that can help him grow. They have pills for that now and vitamins. They've got devices. But let's be real about something. People, some of these size queens out here say they want that, but when they get it, they can't take it. My kidney, my you know what I mean? Like,
my kidney.
Yeah. And some people just want to be all stuffed up. And I think that at some point it turns into like masochism, where you just like pain, because I think the average vagina is 10 inches deep. But the G spot is 2 inches away. Like the G spot is 2 inches in, right? And then for a male,
destroyed.
And if you're a male, like within like 3 inches, all you really need is a good 3 to 4 inches to hit that back of your prostate to get you where you're going. Why do you want penis all up in your damn your small intestine? You large, like, why do you need penis hitting your lungs? You trying to, like, and I get with the access to social media, and now that people are putting porn everywhere, I think pornography changes the way that people look at sex. And in porn, the BBC or big black cock, which I say is racial, right? You're looking for men who have those abnormally large penises because it's part of a fantasy. Okay, it's a fantasy to be able to stick a fucking French loaf up your ass and it feel good. Okay, it's a fantasy. It's not normal.
Right.
Okay, and most of those people with dicks that big, they're not able to keep it up long without tying rubber bands or,
I know my last person, child, he was hung on mine. You know. but didn't last. I'm like, at first I'm like, well, am I the problem? I'm like, no, well, I'll just go real quick. I'm like,
right.
at least for someone with a smaller, it's just a little bit more of a journey. Like,
And it's
damn.
not about the size of the boat. It is literally the motion of the ocean. If you know what you're doing and what you're trying,
I
seriously,
say
it's
that
like,
all the
what are
time.
you trying to accomplish here? Are you trying to hurt me? Or are you trying to make sure that I'm pleased? If you're trying to make sure I'm pleased, there is something that you're looking for while you're in there that's going to make my legs and my eyes cross and like my body shake. You should be doing that instead of trying to like puncture my goddamn lung, this big ass dick. So stop dick shaming. His dick wasn't little. Nelly's dick wasn't little. It was nice and average. It looked like, it looked like a
And it
Snickers.
was girthy, child.
Right. But I think people were disappointed because they feel like these rappers or these the people that give that image, they expect them to be,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Nelly was definitely a lot longer than that, but like,
I didn't expect him. He's short and light skinned. I didn't expect that.
she said he's short and light skin.
I didn't expect that from him. I expected it to be just what it was. Actually, I expected it to be a little smaller.
Oh, well, now I'm a little smaller.
Just a little bit. I was like, oh, that's actually nice for.
But then people was also saying he was moaning and stuff, and people wasn't see. And I think that first of all, it is a human reaction. It's like straight men can't do anything. I mean, look, I'm not fighting y'all battles because I don't really, that's y'all lives. Y'all decide to put yourself in boxes. But damn, y'all can't moan either. Y'all can't moan.
If they never moan during head, they wouldn't good head. So those people are miserable, honey.
Like, that is so ew. Like, why is he moaning? Like, I'm like, well, you didn't do a good job.
Like, your man don't moan, sweetheart. You have other things to worry about than Nelly. And as much money Nelly has, Nelly can moan from beginning to end. Okay, just moan. You just sit there. I'm surprised he didn't start saying underlay, mommy, that she was giving that gawk 5,000.
Well, anyway, Lil Fizz then dropped his OnlyFans or whatever, so everybody was talking about that too, and they were saying it looked like a mushroom. I'm like, my penises never looked good. I mean, they all look weird.
Mine don't look weird. I have a pretty penis. That's what they called it in college. It was anyway, moving on.
Okay, moving along. Cause hold on, let's get off the Peen, honey. Cause
no, but I mean, outside of that, you had Nelly. Nelly's penis dropped.
They wait for Method Man.
They wait. Right. Oh, baby, listen. And then the rapper Isaiah.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, another video of him came out. Isaiah
another video.
Yeah, and the new video of him is actually him sucking dick. So, but they was, people went in on him because it was like, why he's doing it with two white passing Latinos, and then the second one that came out is actually him sucking the black penis. So it's just like, oh wow, this man cannot get a break.
Well, I mean, I know I watched one of my mutuals talk about it, and they were talking about how like progressive the media kind of was. I mean, you're gonna get your occasional homophobes to be like, oh my god, like this and the third, but like they really were saying, that's the whole the trauma of being outed.
Yeah.
They were really concerned about his mental, because men are very, I mean, it gets to a point. I've known people that get outed and they want to commit suicide. So people were just, I guess, concerned about how he was feeling, because it could be very like, traumatic, like, your family not knowing or your friends not knowing, and then just from them like, oh my god, yeah,
I understand, but yeah, it was given. It gave what it needed. It was given, and it gave what it needed to be gave.
But yeah, let's move on a little bit. Let's what else we had going on?
So we're gonna move away from black penises being exposed on Twitter to India Ari, and her flip flopping on this whole Spotify thing.
Yeah,
so what's going on there? I'm asking you.
Well, apparently, okay. So she, as we talked about in previous episodes, she got rid of, where she took off her music, and I believe she has a podcast on Spotify as well, off of Spotify. And the reason is because of the whole Joe Rogan situation. She wasn't feeling what he was saying, and then also him saying the N-word repeatedly. Context or not, white people should not be saying the N-word.
Right.
Then she went on the news where she said, I don't think he's racist, and the whole thing of cancel culture shouldn't be like, I appreciate that he addressed it. and he talked about it and he understand the error in his ways or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, so are you over it? Are you gonna put your music back on there now? And like, what? Like, it seemed like she was kind of going back and forth, and people are looking at her like, honey. I mean, this campaign, and it's not saying there's a campaign to get rid of Joe Rogan. You can't. Joe Rogan makes he make Spotify too much money for them to get rid of him.
Right.
But her saying that, okay, talking about his apology, we all know why he apologized. Like, Spotify was in his ear, like, yo, we saved your ass, so you need to go, you need to do something. Like, there was definitely a conversation. I don't think he did that. If this would have never been an issue, I don't think he would have addressed it.
I don't think so either.
But
so if she is or if she ain't our baby, like, what's going on? Is she putting her music back there? Is she leaving or not?
We don't know. I mean, even now she talking about.
But the real question is now. Don't take this. I hope y'all don't jump out the bag on me on this. Do we really care? How many times a day are y'all streaming on NDRE music?
I mean, what's her most trending song? Like,
I Am Not My Hair.
How go?
Exactly. So with that being said,
I mean, I said it last week. I said it's gonna take a Beyonce level artist for them to take off their music and Spotify be like, all right, we gotta get rid of the show. But
right, this is almost the same as like somebody like Blue Cantrell saying, I'm taking my music off Spotify. People were like, okay, girl.
Okay, bye. Like, if you're not even making that much money off of them, if they're not making much money off of you, okay, God, bye.
Right.
See y'all later.
Right. I mean, I'm with the move. I get the meaning behind it, but it's like the impact of you doing it. I mean,
and also, I mean, yeah, Spotify was going through their whole, like, people couldn't cancel their subscription, which is a big problem too. But at the end of the day,
people can't you can't cancel your Spotify.
Well, a couple people was in my comments saying, yeah, I couldn't cancel mine. I had to call customer service. Like, that was a real thing. I don't know if it's still going on.
Y'all niggas ain't going nowhere. Okay, freeze the accounts, all of them.
Cancel what? You can't cancel. I would have declined, baby. I would have declined my motherfucking card so quick.
Declines. Speaking about declines, let's talk about the baby. Okay. Did y'all see that video that came out of him jumping Daniel Lee's brother at the bowling alley? That's funny because I literally just went bowling last weekend. And so when I saw the video come, I was like, baby, if I'd have been in that bowling alley and saw this man slipping and sliding up and down these fucking lanes, I probably would have had a conniption. I was rolling. I was hollering.
That shit, they said they were slap boxing. I'm like, I'm done. Not we in high school.
I didn't like the fact that it was so many people on one person. Like, why y'all have to jump him now? Why
yeah, baby never jumps anybody. He's always one-on-one. So I'm like,
is he?
Yeah, I never seen the baby. And when he gets into fights, public fights, like that time he was getting that man that was like cursing him out at this jeweler store, and then other instances, I never seen him jump nobody.
It was really weird.
I mean, maybe it could have happened back in the day off camera. I mean, we wouldn't know because he wasn't known, but
well, her brother is better than me because I'm telling you right now, anybody that puts my sister through some stuff, through shit like that, I ain't inviting you at no bowling alley. You ain't gonna see me. You ain't gonna see me.
Many words about it. They call this great.
And you're hearing it from me.
Right. Fighting, we gotta do all that.
I'm
doing all that. I ain't doing all this, just talking this back and forth. Those are places I'm not going.
Well, you know, they said the bowling alley, I guess, banned the baby from the. I'm like, honey.
Oh, now the baby can't debowl.
You said now the baby can't debowl.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it's a popular bowling alley. I'm like, honey, this look like freaking Curtis from UN, New Jersey.
Right.
Don't nobody want to go there.
But you know what I'm thinking too? Like, I think about these celebrities that get in these type of situations, especially after they have kids. And I'm like, your kids, like, you see how easy to access information is right now. Like, by the time your kids get an iPad, like, they're gonna be able to look at all this stupid ass shit that you've done. How embarrassing!
How embarrassing? Are you not embarrassing?
Oh, you're not embarrassed? This is embarrassing. Like, Dan Lee should have left him right then. Like, this is not it. Like, you're not gonna be fighting my family in public and jumping them and like going bar. Like, we not. This is the worst season of Love and Hip Hop.
But that's the baby. He's a freaking savage. I've been saying that to people. Like, he's just you know, that's just who he is. Like the brother did say in a little bit of defense for the baby, and it's just a little bit. The brother did say like it's on site when I see you. And when you say that, and I see you, then it's on site. But you fight me one-on-one. You don't get your security guards, your freaking arm. Now, I'm not saying, well, there's an investigation going on because now they're saying that a weapon was used. But we'll see about that. You know, these celebrities in their freaking unorthodox security. You're supposed to break up the fight.
Right.
Whatever
I'm like,
stand back. Hold up.
You're supposed to protect the asset. Like, pull him away, guard him, but you don't jump in. Like, but it's that gang mentality. It's that thug life persona.
He could be a cloud chaser for all y'all know, trying to get money. Oh, I broke this, I broke that, child. Now I need money. Like that same thing.
Everybody.
Right. So that same thing with that time the Cardi B security was fighting this man that was some kind of man that always like stalks celebrities or whatever.
Oh wow. Not a paparazzi.
He ended up suing Cardi, and I think he won too. I'm like, y'all so
Wait, so that's how you do it? Just for a couple broke bones?
Oh, please, the baby, fight me. Okay. Okay. I'm be like, my neck hurt, my back hurt, child. I need
like the lady from that slap when he slapped that lady at the club.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not funny. But yeah.
I like, I need $5 million. I ain't been able to turn my neck the same way since.
Honey, I'm going through distress right now, and
seriously,
you know, yeah, I need some feel good money. Child, well, we'll see what happens with that, child. But you know, it's the only thing that's keeping him relevant because you know the music ain't really musicking.
He had music out?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, looks like that was the rundown for the week. This is probably one of the most ghetto Black History Months we'll ever have. So I can't wait to see what the next 7 days bring us. If you have not gone to listen to Bussin' or Do We Have a Problem, please go to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, and go listen to those songs. While you're there, make sure you listen to Bang and Chop by Prince Derek Doll. You can also donate to the Mirror Project on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at The Derek Doll and on TikTok at Prince Derek Doll.
And with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the convo. Until next time, I am your host, Darren Green.
I'm Prince Derek Doll.
And this is the Darren Green Show signing out. Bye, y'all.